Hello CI Scholar, I am Anjali Sinha, your social studies educator from Gandhiside International School. So today we are going to discuss about grade 8, the Indian Constitution. And this one is your second part of the chapter. So we are going to discuss about the key feature of our Indian Constitution. So in this chapter, today we are going to discuss about separation of power, parliamentary form of government and the federalism. These three things we are going to discuss in this chapter. Fine. So let's start. Unit 1, Part 2, the Indian Constitution. The Indian Constitution key features. We are going to learn the Indian Constitution key feature in this chapter. So, we have already done the meaning of the Constitution. Now, we are going to learn about the key features, the important features of our Constitution. First point, we are going to learn about the federalism. Second one is our parliamentary form of government. Third one is our separation of power. Fourth one is our fundamental rights. Fifth one is our secularism. Now we are going to discuss this point in detail. So, first one is federalism. Federalism means when we are having more than one level of government in the country, it is called as federalism. That means decentralization of the power. Just see this flow chart. You will find out how the decentralization of power. That means power is not only in one hand. It is decentralized, like union government, that is central government, then state government, then local government. Then again in local government, it is divided into panchayat and nagar palika. Right? So, federalism means we are having more than one level of government in a country. Now just see federalism. We have already told you that we are having the central government, we are having the state government, we are having the local government. That means all are having the friendly relations and they are bounded with each other and they are cooperating each other. Now, second one is our parliamentary form of government. Let me to tell you that parliamentary form of government is that we are having the universal adult franchise. That means all the citizens, those who are 18 or above 18 years, they are having the right to vote and they are supposed to choose their members. And elected members, they form the government and after that they are supposed to work for our country. That means ultimate power is in the hand of the people. Every citizen of the country, irrespective of his or her social background, can also contest in elections. We are not having any sort of discrimination. Just see here. Vote for India. Understood? Are you on the voter list? I think grade 6 standard? No. Because those who are 18 or above 18 years, they are only supposed to cast their vote. Now, third one is our separation of powers. That means we have already discussed these things in our first video. Now we are discussing this thing in detail. So just go through it. When we are talking about the separation of power, the word itself defines that separation. That means there are three organs of the government. First one is our legislature, second one is our executive, and the third one is our judiciary. That means in legislatures, the laws are made, understood? And the executive is a small group of people. They are responsible for implementing the laws and running of the government. Now the third one is the judiciary that refer the system of the courts in our country. Now, just see this flow chart, you will understand the separation of power. Just see, this one is the executive government That means they are having the power to implement the law. And here you see that parliament, that means laws are made, power to make and change the laws, that means the legislature, parliament. And this one is our judiciary, power to make judgment on laws. That whatever the laws are made in the parliament, it is going as per the norms of the constitution or not. Judiciary keep a check on the parliament. And after that, the laws are implemented by this executive government. That means laws are made, they are implemented, and they are judged by the judiciary. That means we are having the separation of power. Everyone is totally independent, so that everyone is keep a check, and this one is a system of democratic country where no one is going to misuse their power. So, what we have learned? We have learned that our constitution is very important, fine, because it lays down the ideas, understood? Like whenever you are playing any game, like football games, you are having some sort of consecutive rules. If the rules are going to be affected, the game is also going to be affected. So, like this way, in our constitution is a what? A book, understood? A document. According to that only the whole country is supposed to govern. So, this one is the few features, key features that we have discussed about our constitution. So, you just revise it, go through it, and till then, bye, take care.